Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Evan and this is Sense or Sense. And today I want to come to you to talk to you about what I just got off of a live chat with Fidelity about. As I've discussed in some of my previous emails and chats with them, Fidelity is not going to reduce the number of days for you to be able to make a check deposit through their app or in branch or through their website to anything less than 10 business days at this point. I continuously get feedback from these reps via chat and email saying that eventually they plan on getting back to the 1 to 3 business day hold time on checks being deposited via the app, website, and in branch. However, I also continue to get pushback and being told by their representatives that they are not going to get rid of the 10 business day hold on those same situations for deposits anytime soon. In fact, I was told by a rep today at Fidelity via their online chat that this is now applying to all accounts at Fidelity, and he does not see them changing this policy anytime soon, which is kind of what I've received from other reps in the past. But it was interesting that he came out and outright said that it applies to all accounts, because it's been my knowledge, as well as some of you guys that have reached out to me in the comments, which I appreciate. Please make a comment and let me know what your particular situation is going on with Fidelity right now. I'd love to know. I'd love to have a constructive conversation with you guys about this, and to try to get this information out to as many people as possible, because to me it's absolutely absurd and ridiculous that a company like Fidelity would essentially say since August of 2024 that their hold times are no longer 1 to 3 days like they used to be, prior to August of 2024. They had a lot of fraud in August of 2024, and now they've gone from as much as 16 business day holds down to 10 business day holds. I've had some reps tell me that it can be up to 10 business days, but it's not necessarily 10 business days. But it has been my experience, because I've done test deposits and pulling and pushing of funds, that on any amount that you're requesting via Fidelity's app or their website, or depositing any checks, there will be a 10 business day hold on those requests. So please do not use Fidelity's website to pull money from your external account. So don't go on to Fidelity's website and say, hey, I want to transfer $1,000 from my external Chase account through Fidelity's either app or their website or in branch. Also, please do not use the Fidelity app to make check deposits directly to Fidelity. That will incur a 10 business day hold. As well as going into a branch and depositing a check, there will be a 10 business day hold on that as well. So please, if you try to get funds available to Fidelity as quickly as possible, the way to do that is the following. Deposit physical checks at external banks such as Chase. Once those funds are available in those external bank accounts, use the external bank account, Chase in this example, to push your funds over to Fidelity. So say, Chase, I want you to send $1,000 over to Fidelity. Then the money will go into your Fidelity account and it will be made available for immediate withdrawal, usually within 1 business day. You can use those funds to trade and invest right away, but you can't withdraw those funds within that 10 business day period of time if you go to Fidelity and you essentially deposit the check through their app or in branch, or you ask Fidelity to pull funds from those external accounts. So again, this is critically important. The money will be available for you to trade in the account that you deposit the funds in, even if there is a 10 business day hold. However, those funds are not going to be available for you to withdraw. You cannot pay bills. You cannot write a check against them. You cannot use those funds for any other purpose. And furthermore, you cannot transfer those funds in between other Fidelity accounts. So for instance, if you're waiting until the end of this year to deposit a large sum of money for whatever reason, and then you need that money for Christmas presents, gifts, year-end gifting to charities, putting money into 401ks, putting money, not necessarily 401ks, usually those are direct from your employer. But putting money into Roth IRAs, other types of independent retirement accounts, those funds, if not handled properly, could sit in those accounts and have to wait 10 business days. That could create a big problem if you're trying to get something done before the end of 2025 and you happen to, put the money into the account via a check in the app or something like that and incur that 10 business day hold, after a certain date. You got to account for holidays and weekends being in there too. So it's possible that you could make a deposit into these accounts, on say December 19th, and the funds won't be available until after January 1st because of the holidays, the weekends, and the 10 business days of being held. So I'm trying to get ahead of this for you guys. This has been an ongoing issue with Fidelity. They will not say when they're going to reduce it back to 1 to 3 business days, which was their average hold time prior to August of 2024. And in fact, they're now stating that this is going to apply to all their accounts. And I hadn't really heard that. I had heard that it applied to the cash management account, and I had heard it applied to new accounts that were open for less than a year. I had not heard that it applied to all accounts, including, I have accounts that I've had at Fidelity for 30 plus years, and they're telling me now that, you're going to be in a situation where the funds in those accounts are not going to be available if you're trapped in this 10 business day hold as well. So again, I will say this, please do not take everything that a Fidelity rep, either phone, email, or online chat tells you with a grain of salt. You need to assume that funds that are coming into Fidelity via their app or branch via a check are going to be held for 10 business days no matter what account it's going into. Please make those deposits in external accounts and then push the money across to Fidelity using those external bank accounts. That way you guys won't be in a situation. I heard horror stories from some of my viewers last year that stated that they had put money in there for holiday spending and then they couldn't get access to it. They weren't able to pay bills. Can you imagine you're trying to pay bills around the holidays and that money is just stuck there for that period of time and you can't do anything about it? I even heard a couple of examples of individuals that were not able to pay their rent on time. This is just another example of why I've told my clients over the years that you guys need to have multiple accounts. You can't rely on just a Fidelity cash management account for using a lot of bill pay. I have minimum 2, if not 3 accounts set up for bill pay at all times in the case that I have an issue with one. You cannot guarantee that one is going to not provide you some pain for either a temporary period of time or in the case of Fidelity, it seems like a more permanent time frame. So I just wanted to bring this information to you guys today. I appreciate you guys all tuning in. We're getting very close to 500 subscribers. Please like and share this video, and I would love to hear your personal experiences on Fidelity and what's been going on over the last, say, calendar year to 18 months, because I think that's important for other people to hear, and maybe I'll include this information in a future video. Please give any other comments that you'd like me to cover about this Fidelity or any other topic, and I appreciate all you guys tuning in. Until next time, thank you.